Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to test for this. This is a multi-million-dollar part, and most often times people condemn it based on the look and not based on the function. So today I'm going to be showing you how to test it and know which is good and which one is bad. I'm going to be testing this too, and we're going to be using a multimeter. Now you need a very good multimeter, right? Because a cheap knockout will not do this job. I've tried it before and it didn't work. Now let's start with this. This meter is automatic, more like some of the fluke which you have. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook it to the terminal here. Okay. And there you go. 11.5. 11.5. 11.6 and it's steady. So that shows that this is good, because most often times they easily short. They easily get short, and once they've short, that's game over. Now let's go ahead and test this one and see what we're gonna find. You can see it right there. Let's still go back a little bit more. You guys can see right there, 7.5. So the very good reading that you should get from a very good working one is 11 ohms and above. But we're getting 7 on this one, so it means it's short. Now, there are another way to test it. And if I test this one right now, it's not gonna move. The pin to here is not gonna move. It's gonna remain where it is. So, and that's a sign that this is actually short. I put it out of a car that is actually, the AC is not working, a variable displacement compressor. And this one is actually brand new. So, I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.